hear it. Even if you don't realize what it is at the time, just like the GPS in a car, it will keep sending you signals. Now, it is, by the way, it is amazing how like ideas and stuff like that feed on each other. Like everything that has ever been made, from this microphone to that camera, started off as an idea that may or may not work. For instance, think about when cars were invented. Now, cars were invented, that was cool, right? All of a sudden people were like, dude, we can stop riding horses, stop walking, we can drive. Well, somebody else looked at that and said, well, you know what? I bet people would like to listen to music while they drive. So they invented the car radio. Now people are like, cool. Somebody else came along and said, I bet people would like to listen to their own music while they drive. And they invented the 8-track cassette player, and then CDs and MP3s. Now you can stream live audio into your car while you're driving. I'm always afraid to see what's going to happen next. Pretty soon you have people walking around, music just coming out of behind. Yeah, I'm serious, man. You never know. You laugh. Guess what? Harding High School, in this room, could be the person that figures out how to make music come out of people behind. And you'll be a multi-millionaire if you do. Here's the proof. I'll prove it to you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 years ago, the idea that people would pay real money to flick imaginary birds and imaginary pigs on their phone was ridiculous. How many of you play Angry Birds? How many of you know about Angry Birds? You heard it? Yes. Yes. But guess what? The guy got the idea for that from looking at etchings of birds on a wine glass. He was drinking and was looking at the glass and was like, "Hey, I got an idea." And you know, the first 3 or 4 people he told that idea to said something like, "You're stupid. That's not gonna work. Nobody's gonna buy that." Well, thank goodness he listened. Because by the way, the last time I checked, Angry Birds, that 99-cent app has been downloaded over 500 million times. $500 million for something somebody thought up while looking at a glass. Now all of a sudden, music out of your behind isn't so ridiculous, is it? Not if you can do it. Here's the secret. Whatever your idea, your dream, your passion, all that is required of you is that you are visionary enough to see and brave enough to try it. That is the secret. Thank you very much. You're clapping that. Wow. Thank you. I'm going to give you another secret. Before you can be brave enough to fail, you need to understand what the word fail really means. Now, for those of you, if you have something to write with, you can write this down. If not, it's easy to remember. Picture the word fail. F-A-I-L. But not this way. Think of it this way. F-A-I-L. The word fail means first attempt, inspire, learning. First attempt, inspire, learning. That is how everything that has ever been created is done. Don't think for a second that the first time Steve Jobs tried to make an iPhone, it worked. It did not. He failed the first 2 or 3 times he tried, but he kept at it. And now it works. Now, the next time my inner GPS kicked in was a little later. I was about 12 years old. And I lived next door to this family. They had 3 sons, and we became really good friends. And I'll be honest with you, the reason why they were a little bit younger than me, the reason why we became really such good friends, I was like always over their house, all the time. I was over their house, because they had really cool toys. They did. They had like nothing big. It's like big wheels, army man, stuff like that. and we would play and have these huge battles. Like, we would fight like all the way down to like, all the armies down to like the last two guys rolling around fighting hand in hand. But here's the weird thing that happened. Somewhere along the line, it stopped being the four of us boys playing together, and it turned into the three of them watching me put on these big shows for them. The only way I can explain it is, imagine if your best friend comes over to your house and sits and plays with your Xbox or PS3 for hours while you sit and just watch them. And you can't wait for them to come back and do it again the next day. It was that weird. But what happened was, again, I had accidentally put my finger on that thing that I'm able to do. And that little voice, I'm going to tell you that, was again telling me that when you're a communicator, your gift is talking to people. What I'm telling you is this: each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're a senior, a junior, or a sophomore, each and every one of you has a special ability, talent, goal, and if you are brave enough to follow it, you are destined to succeed. Brave enough to fail is simply being brave enough to follow your goals and see your education as a way to get what you want. Brave enough to fail is how a poor black kid from Cleveland, Ohio can grow up and become a Republican nominee for Congress in the state of Connecticut. That's how I know it works, ladies and gentlemen. So, I told you I see something really cool out here. Here's what I see. In this room, there are books to be written, businesses to be started, new products to be developed right here in this room. Exactly. You are the future leaders of America. I'm just proud to be in your presence. Give yourselves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You are the future leaders of America. You are all, each and every one of you. If you are brave enough to fail, you are destined to succeed. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Some of you talking a little bit too much though. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. I do appreciate you all being here. It is a half a day today. So at this point in time, I'd like each and every one of you to safely take your time, no rush, and please follow your teachers back to your classes.